February 1st. That means this month is Valentine's Day. It's got like 2 weeks now until Valentine's Day. So now's the time to start shopping, really, man. I mean, I've already been looking at stuff, but most of the antique stores around here close down the month of January. At least my favorite ones aren't open. So we are headed down to Legacy Antiques, one of my favorite haunts, and we're gonna see what they got going on there. picked up a couple things over here at Legacy. I swear, this place is so great. And they closed the whole month of January, so you gotta, like, you know, abstain for a whole month. Finally, when they're open again, gotta come and check everything out. Still always just find amazing stuff there. I mean, literally, I just found the thing. First stop, and I find a perfect gift. Absolutely perfect. Actually, I got a couple things, but one of them I just got because it was a really good deal. The other thing, literally, she just asked me for it, and they're pretty rare, and I just found it in my first stop. God, I love this town when it comes to thrifting and stuff. It's so great. I guess we head over to Myrtle's Inlet real quick. Myrtle's Inlet is just a little south. Basically, I mean, they call it the seafood capital of South Carolina. And as you see, on the left, seafood. On the right, seafood market. I mean, they're just all just markets everywhere. And here's a bunch of restaurants. You got ice cream places. It's a lot. But it's a lovely little part of town. Over here you got the famous Goat Island. There are no goats there right now, but come summer, as we'll come back, I'll show you how this island is full of goats. They like stand over there in the trees and stuff like that. It's kind of weird. This is absolutely gorgeous. You never see the water like this. It is crystal clear and blue. That's crazy. Seriously, it never looks like this. Must be being so cold, probably. All the sediment probably sinking. And there is just an army of pelicans over here. Some herons. Look at all them over there. Fancy houses over here, including, I don't know if you can see it, the UFO House. It's a pretty good, ideal mid-century modern house for old retro. What do you think? UFO House in the marsh. Here we reach the end of the marsh walk. Starts over here at Bovines. It runs all the way back down there to Mojo's. I can't get over this water. blue and crystal clear. It's really crazy. Look at all that. And this is low tide. So I mean, literally, you see, those are all oysters. Those are all oysters. Those are oysters too. We just have oyster patches all over. They grow on the side of the buildings, the docks, and there's just, it's an oyster city. And you can see how high the water can get. That's the, I mean, basically the water line there at high tide. Oh, wow. Big old brown pelican. How cool is that? But I'm not positive that I'm ready. Oh, look, pelicans. Pelicans everywhere. They're all over the place. This poor lady and her baby. Would you look at this thing? Four bedrooms, 2 baths. I mean, it is gorgeous. Wow. Still standing. It doesn't look like it's been damaged by any of the hurricanes or anything, but it also does not look inhabited. This was kind of known as being one of the last one of these houses that people still lived in. I'm sure that's changing, though, what with my generation's fascination with this kind of stuff, but boy, I had to come over here. You can literally see the marsh walk in the background where we just came from. I mean, it's a beautiful lot, too. What a lovely building. So this is about as close as you can get on this side without crawling directly into the marsh. Look at that. How crazy cool is this place? And I mean, you have all those windows facing the marsh. I mean, waking up to this every morning out your window of that crazy place. Imagine how many hurricanes this thing has weathered since it was built. I mean, Hurricane Andrew, Hurricane Hugo. I mean, all of these storms, which, you know, decimated parts of town. Little bird. And this thing's still standing strong, man. It was up until recently inhabited, but it looks like nobody's in there now. Shame. Oh boy, if I had the money, tell me that would not be the ultimate retro pad. Oh man, I just had to get a shot with me and the house. Look at this place. It's insane. What an awesome, awesome idea for a home. What were they on back then when they invented these places? Cool was that? Man. I've driven by it a bunch of times, but I've never like actually stopped and checked it out. It actually looks like it's in better shape, so maybe they're doing something with it. It would make for a good restaurant or something like that, I'm sure. So as we head back out of Garden City, I'll flip the camera around because some of these houses, you know, a lot of them are 70s. Like the UFO House, I believe, was mid-70s. But, you know, it has that atomic space age sort of feel to it, which is fun. But a lot of these houses out here have a really good mid-century look to them. So, check some of them out while we head out. City Pavilion Arcade, Sam's Corner with all those great old retro signs, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they still had nickel coffee up until fairly recently. So they may still have nickel coffee. You see the old beachfront stuff. To get out, you go back over this tiny little land bridge, and it actually takes you into another lovely retro neighborhood. Garden City here, it's a little older, so it has like little beach, I mean, you call them beach shacks, but that's really, they're mobile home parks, but they're old, like 50s, kitschy, retro, super awesome mobile home parks. Not all of them, some of them are just kind of normal, but there's some really, really neat old, I mean trailers, some really neat old trailers through here. It's not often you can be doing a showcase highlighting trailers. Here's one right here. Look at this place. With this teal These are just so cute. And I mean, I'm not the type, I'm not trying to live in a trailer, but boy, if I had to live in a trailer. I mean, you got people with vintage buses and stuff back there, vintage Volkswagens. And some of these are really old. And then up here is another great retro stop. We're gonna have to pull in really quick and check it out. The Village Surf Shop, right here in Garden City. Nice little Volkswagen. But this is the Village Surf Shop. Now again, I'm not a surfer per se, but boy, you want to talk vintage. Look at this place. How cool is this? It's 1969. You'll see those cute little mobile homes I was talking about. Not all of them are old, but like some of them, boy, some of them are very old, very cute. Let's take a look around inside. Some great neon. Cool is that place? Right. Very neat. I've never been in there. Very cool place. I'm not like a surfer, you know, I don't surf. But they have camps, classes, all kinds of stuff. And you saw them longboards. Longboards anymore. I love it. It's retro surfing right there. As retro as you can get. Big old longboard. So, I found something. I found a few things, actually. This car is insane, man. I should not be able to do all the ridiculous things I do on it. Compact convertible. I'm hauling furniture in this thing. I mean, can you beat it?